Yeah. hmm You know, this injury that Bishop experienced? Yes. hmm We had an ankle injury and just thought he'd play through. Yeah. And then somebody jumped on him, crushed his ankle. Yeah. And then you put a picture of Zach in the Peninsula Daily News. Yeah. And then I tell you that my wife's committed fraud and kidnapping, and you just wanted to say I was crazy. There are certain obligations for pro se litigants. Yes. To be a fair and impartial judiciary. Now, there seems to be some nepotism and some favoritism in the judiciary. Yes. Where you just can't arrest each other for any known corruption. Yes. But I'd like to have those disclosure reports known as the AO-10. Yeah. Of all the judges and then all the court clerks. Yes. The law clerks that work for them. See, it looks like the Judicial Ethics Committee receives the financial disclosures. Yes, generally referred to by their form number AO-10 from federal judges. Yeah, magistrate judges and judicial employees compensated in excess of the salary for grade 16 of the general schedule. Yeah, could you get me those that are getting the most amount of money in the judiciaries? Now, I would say that this nepotism and favoritism, yes, well, we just can't arrest Brent. And then my son quite possibly has an injury for the rest of his life. Yes, because you don't want to enforce my rights as a father. Um, I want you to understand that the injury that he sustained, yes, that he received, is because you didn't want to arrest one of your own, yes, because of your nepotism. Now, law clerks of the federal judges, yeah, it's kind of good that they put all this literature together, yes. And for all of you that say, well, we're just never going to do this, right? We're never going to enforce the ethics of the actual judicial system of the United States. I'm going to sue you for all fines that every state collects, yes. When they, well, there's the conduct and the ethics, yes. They must maintain exceptionally high standards of conduct, not only the judges, but their staffs, yes, the officials under judges' control, and the other employees of the judiciary, yeah, should strive to maintain public confidence in the federal court system. Now, law clerks and the secretaries, they play an important role in the judicial process. And since a lot of these are federal crimes where I'm going to want to use the federal court system of the United States, I'm going to need to know who they are. Now, law clerks and secretaries are therefore held to the various highest standards of conduct. Now, the law clerks, yeah, and the secretaries, yeah. Now, there seems to be the U.S. Code prohibits nepotism or favoritism in hiring, and promoting law clerks and secretaries. That 5 U.S. Code is a federal law. Could you just get me how it is that you got employed with any federal judge of the United States? How'd they find out about you? Did you apply through just a normalized hiring process? Now, I'm not going to stereotype. I'm sure you're very smart. But a judge may not hire a secretary or law clerk who is related to the judge as a first cousin or closer. Yeah, that would be inclusive of any genetics that they have that they deny existing. Yes, that would include any family members that are not 100% human. Yes, because all of those in the family that thought, well, it just so happens that my uncle's a judge. Yes, I'm his nephew. Yes, but I'm not from the wife that he married. I'm from the woman that he had sex with. Yes, I'm actually the bastard son. Oh, did that violate the community standards? Oh, prohibited from hiring the children or the relatives to close friends. Could you get me the genetics? Yes, of every federal court of the United States. Yes. And then get me the genetics of Brent Baisden. Yeah. The police department. Oops. Ooh-wee. Because every time that I have the availability of proving that any of the employees are actual genetic relatives of one another, yeah. See, we're going to do DNA testing of every employee of the United States. And if I find out that your uncle, yes, your aunt, your non biological father is your actual biological father,